Decided.
The breath of our flames blew out your illusions and power words.
Yes. Victory in this bout goes to us.
Pardon me. To be perfectly honest, I underestimated you. But nevertheless, all of you, esteemed Spriggan and Divine Blades included, are most assuredly qualified to proceed. What?
Just gonna say your piece.
Would be the baseline level of courtesy, I should think.
Hell's this?
Some sort of data component?
My goodness! Its internal data volume is enormous!
Even should you forge ahead into the 9th domain, you will find that its innermost depths have already been sealed off. For Professor Novartis, you see, has sequestered himself within to conduct his final analyses on the Abyss's contents. That key, however, can be used to open the forbidden door, though doing so will like as not require the aid of the Foundation. Should you wish to discard it instead, that too is your prerogative.
Oh, sure. Nothing fishy here. Why would you go against your boss to help us?
Could this be a trap? I'm not picking up on any viruses, though.
Oh, I've no such devious designs as you presuppose. You see, something may well betide the world upon this day.
Oh, sure.
Oh, I've no such devious designs as you presuppose. Rather, it is a mere matter of... You see, something may well betide the world upon this day. The sort one could call fateful. For what then could the professor be seeking so desperately, to the extent of casting all which lies on the surface aside?
Well...
Can't say the topic hasn't come up over at Guild HQ.
Even the Foundation's team arrived at the same query.
I suspect that if any are capable of gaining a modicum of insight, it is all of you. But bear this much in mind. If one is to move forward, one must look back. Who is it, however, that stands behind? Be forewarned that the truth is nigh undoubtedly the sort you will regret learning.
Not me getting even more curious. Ooh, file this under humanity's original sin too, I guess? I even straight up begged Prof to spell. Anyways, that scrim was straight fire. Catch me hyping you up off stage if you take on the final boss.
Every day is a good day. Different.
Guardians vanquished. Grim Garden, 8th domain. Liberation secured.
I'm not gonna say no.
What have we here?
My oath be upheld. Now, to arms!
got a hard nut to crack.
I'll end it! Guardian, call the shot!
Expanded.
Initiating drive.
Prepare. Boost gauge expanded.
My blade is yours. Blow for blow. Meteosa mode.
Blow for blow.
There.
Give it to it!
Here we go.
Activating
Seal some.
Boost gauge up.
I just keep growing and growing.
That much closer to
That's
his level.
one more case done and dusted.
Our mission complete.
I'm not gonna say no. So,
Want to check your schedule, eh?
Let's do a search. Need to assist. I hope to see you again.
treasure spotted.
The more you make, the more you can eat. Your taste buds will dance till they drop.
Wow, this is incredible. Right.
This'll be a walk in the park. How does this go again? Reach with elegance. 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 It's going to take more than that. It's going to take more than that. All clear. Curtis...
Leave the adjustments to me. Leave the adjustment. Let's take. Leave the adjust. Let's take. Leave the adjustments to me.
In I go.
Yep.
All right, let's move. May I help you? Thank you. May I help you? Thank you.
used to be a market here, if I recall.
Leave it to me. Okay, see you later. No, it's like...
So, now then. All right, let's move. Not this way. How about a shard search?
Come out wherever you are.
We've no business that way.
If possible, I'd like to... Huh? This is... white flowers? Fields of buckwheat?
Come on, you two! Hurry up already! Hold on a minute, Lashkar!
Are you coming too, Nero? There's no mistaking it. This is Cray Village. Initiating search using the standard Orbital signal, the wireless Orbital network, and Marduk satellite communication. Detection from all three. Now executing anti-hacking diagnostics. No errors detected. No errors detected. No errors detected. Confirming current time and location coordinates. Year 1208 of the Septian calendar. October 15th. Initiating search using the standard Orbital signal. The detection from all three. No errors detected. Confirming current time. Year 1208 of the Septian calendar. Rufus! Nadia! Swin! Even Kevin's gone too? Not this way. This vehicle was broken earlier, wasn't it? I'm not dreaming, am I?
Looking good this year.
Not this way. Boy, that smells delicious. Like a galette. But this isn't the time for that. Not this way. It's the same as when we were here before. What's going on? Not this way.
Oh, found one! Try catching it yourself, Kent.
I'll give it my best shot. Be careful, you guys. Are these the same children I played with before? Wait, yes. Annie, Kent, and Lashkar. This point is a little more than a year since I last saw them. But they grew so much. Oh, hello. Are you a traveler, miss?
Hey, you're barely any older than I am. Wait, have we met before?
Now that you mention it, those eyes of hers...
Oh, I remember. You played with us last year.
Am I dreaming? I'd never been to Cray myself, but it's exactly as Dingo described.
Huh? Oh, hey! Another lady?
Lapis?
What are you doing here, Marielle? And where's everyone else?
I don't know. But, this is Cray Village, right?
What's going on here?
Are they tourists, maybe? Sorry for the commotion.
It's just like when we looked into the past. Or, no. This might be...
Oh, there they are!
Lapis, where were you?
Everyone.
Were we dreaming?
We were so worried, LP. I mean, you just up and vanished on us out of nowhere.
We split up to look for you two and everything.
Yes, everyone was quite worried.
It was as if you were both spirited away. What exactly happened?
Well...
Let me take it from the beginning.
October 15th of last year. So, about 9 months ago.
Roughly 1 month before the bomb went off.
And you and Mariel went back to the past at the same time.
Is that even possible?
I suppose it could have been some sort of illusion. But I still have everything in my log. The kids' voices, the way they breathed. It was all so real. And now, they're gone. I think I'm finally starting to understand.
I see.
LP. Well, at least Lashkar's okay, right?
A silver lining for sure, though it took him a while to see it.
Oh yeah. And that one engineer was saved too. It's 11:55.
That means there's only an hour before the launch. The broadcast should be starting soon.
Probably as good a time as any then.
Headed off, are you?
Yep. To the top of the hillside, where Fairy and the others went last year.
We want to try talking to the professor before the launch.
By the way, I saw a white light coming from the hill right before I shifted into the past. I have a feeling it was the replica.
If that's the case, then those colleagues of hers are almost certainly waiting for us up there.
I imagine so are the pair from Elsheim and the 2 Dominions.
I didn't get to finish what I was saying before because of what happened. But, if possible...
Sorry.
Well, I don't see why not.
Wait, really?
Rufus?
Back in Tharbad, we promised we would inform her of any new information we came across.
I promise we'll let you know as soon as we find anything. You'd be okay with that, right, Kevin?
Yeah, fine. Like I could ever say no to a cutie like you.
And with the launch on the horizon, things seem to be growing increasingly unstable. Then, amidst all of our preparations, not only did Lapis visit the past, but Mariel did as well. There must be a reason why. I can't say for certain whether or not she's meant to stand in Dingo's place, but I believe she has the right to be present for what's to come.
Can't say I disagree, but fine then. Mariel Aimee, you can come. But you better be prepared to keep your eyes trained on the truth, even when you want to do nothing more than look away.
I am. So please, take me with you.
Then it's settled.
And given our current group, I doubt we have to worry about keeping her safe on the way there.
We'll be right by your side, Mariel.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Doesn't really feel appropriate to tell you lot to give it your all, but at the very least, make sure you don't walk away with any regrets.
Take care! Oh, and remember, the launch will be happening in the southeast, okay?
We shall await your return. May Aidios be with you.
May the Heavenly Mother guide your way. And Risha, I'm counting on you.
Of course. That you all head forth on this day is most assuredly Arusha's will. I'm sure there's a role that only you can play here. You, who have glimpsed the darkness of the world and chosen to press on regardless. And I believe that could be said of the Professor as well. Please, say what you need to she who knows what fate awaits us.
Your Highness, Yeah, we will.
My word. I get the feeling you're going to be a force to be reckoned with, young lady. Much like a certain young duchess.
Not sure I'll be able to live up to your expectations, but I plan on seeing this thing...
Operating at full capacity.
And who might you be?
Those may have been the first Zemurian words I ever heard. Rufina Argent. Although she wasn't a Dominion, she was still a...
And who might you be? And who might you be?
Those may have been the first Zemurian words I ever... Rufina Argent. Although she wasn't a Dominion, she was still a knight of the Gralsviter trusted deeply. Supposedly, she found me in the middle of the wilderness on the outskirts of Zemuria when I was about 4 years old.
Where are you?
At the time, I was apparently speaking words completely alien from any heard in Zemuria. Although now, I can't recall anything from back then myself. Maybe whatever role, whatever identity I had before was completed and overwritten once my role in this world was defined. Rufina took me home with her to the holy city of Arteria, where I was introduced to the woman I'd come to think of as my grandmother, Pope Orestes. I was just a little girl, only able to speak in tongues. Yet, she seemed to understand everything, and took me under her wing. It was written a final saint would appear just before the end times, though only in an apocrypha known as the Hidden Book of Aurecht. I'm still not completely certain whether I am this person, but it was clear that it was to be a girl who would appear from beyond Zemuria. I spent most of my childhood, though I was kept a secret, there were several people who came to visit me. I spent roughly 10 years there, under the guidance of my grandmother and others. It would seem that even as a young girl, I never had much of a sense of who I was. I learned the Zemurian language quickly, and would respond to others with whatever words and demeanor they most wanted to hear. To some, this was all the proof they needed that I was the saint. However, grandmother, when I was 8 years old, I suddenly manifested a power that had been lying dormant in me, the Akashic Eye. Silvery irises said to be held by the final saint. The first thing those eyes showed me was Rufina hugging a young boy I'd never seen before, smiling lightly as she passed away. I screamed and lost consciousness. When I awoke, it was at that point that I decided I would fulfill the role as saint that had been laid out for me. Not necessarily because of this power, but because I wanted to believe there was some important meaning behind Rufina finding me that day. So, with the informal authority the role granted me, I started to gather intel at the age of 10. I was given free rein to mobilize the Papal Guard's Iscariot unit. Using my eyes, I would scan the information they would bring me, Liberl, Crossbell. There were many places that drew my interest. The one right at the center of this world, amidst the jumble of colors, my silver eye. And then, at 14 years old, I bid farewell. I'd initially intended to stay working behind that facade, but I became interested in film. What's more, this new friend of mine took it upon her. As a result, well, but for some reason, I get the feeling that neither. It doesn't change the fact that I'm still committed to my mission.
The adventure begins. Onwards.
I say we take it slow.
Let's do a search.
Alright, let's rip.
There's so many. What a pain.
Pay careful heed. That's no simple foe.
Game is full. Here we go. More of the bullshit. Get your heart.
Got the drop on him. Good Jimmy. Sealed.
Here we go.
Sorry. Just rest your souls.
More of the same next time.
My path is yet long.
This one looks tough.
Going sharp.
Keep your guard up.
Make it happen. I got you.
Seal
of mine. By your glow. Sorry. Gotta just rest your souls.
Your ability speaks for itself,
Down. Keep stacking.
Seals of mine.
Fly.
I'm curious to see what's in that.
You want to see what I can really do?
Blowing shards.
This one looks tough. Keep your guard up. Careful, there's a whole swarm of them.
Stage clear.
Where to next? What fine treasure. This should be of use. By my hand shall evil be vanquished. This should be of use. Onwards.
Beginning exploration. Let's not waste any more time.
Yikes. Got a whole mess of goons.
Looks like a tough.
That's quite a lot of enemies.
Prepare. I'll end this now. Cypher! Let's not waste any.
Exceptionally maneuvered, Swim.
There's so many!
Let's not waste any more time.
You kick butts. Hang it on!
Their ranks are many. Be mindful.
Okay, let's press onward.
Where to next? Now, to arms!
Pay careful heed. That's no simple foe.
You got it, man!
Seals him.
On the shot, Ruben!
Lead ahead.
Boost gauge expanded.
Manifest, god of truth and falsehood. What? God,
Boost
keep it up,
gauge
God!
expanded.
Imaginating. Do it!
Prepare.
Imaginating.
Got you for that.
Prepare.
A chance.
Boost gauge expanded.
Lend unto me. A blade sword. Mine.
Activating skill. Boost gauge up. Charge activating skill.
Such delightful recreation.
It's nothing worth celebrating.
Let's give this a whirl. That's the way it goes.
Still not strong enough.
Acceptable.
Nice. I'm flying high.
Too slow. Again? How annoying. I can't believe you followed me out of the city just to ambush me. You bracers sure are hot-headed these days, huh? This is all so stupid. Are you seriously going to lecture me about this? I was just trying to scare her so she wouldn't get in the way when we confront Ix. That's all. It's my job to bring Ix back. No one else's. How else am I supposed to settle a score? This is all I know. And now, the only family I've ever had, the one person who's always been with me has... I can change. I shouldn't give up. But in order...
You need to settle the score. Is that about the whole of it?
I know this isn't like me to say, but, thanks. Maybe I'm feeling a little less hazy about things now. Don't worry.
Hey, Miguel! I'm here with today's rations. It's Grandma's specialty.
Oh, thank you. Although it'd be nice if there was...
Hey now, don't be picky. You know, Mrs. Nanai. There's even a pacifier and a rattle.
Oh, why thank you. I'll have to give and the others my thanks.
Peekaboo! Let's see.
Yes, that's correct. My. Looks like we're starting. I really wish we had a way to let you move on to high school.
Oh, that's the place we read about in our books, right? It'd be so nice to chat with my friend and to top it all off.
Dear me.
Oh, you're back, are you?
Wash your hands. And then we...
Okay. Also, hi, Dad.
Let's do this!
Certainly! I'm all over it! Alright, let's rip!
It's your hardest attack.
That's that. Off to the next.
I'm curious to see what's in that chest myself.
Let's do it! Enemy I'll end this now! They put up a decent fight.
You're just too cool.
Careful, there's a whole swarm of
Open wide! More time. We got the drop on.
You shall.
Boost gauge expand.
Activate. Boost gauge.
Yippee! Wait. Whoa,
That was great, Nadia.
Good,
Mario.
I'll do my best.
This sucker down on your head.
Bingo with. No. Think with that. I'm
I'm a
doing
long
this
way
because
behind
I
Father.
want.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's not
that's
all
the
I've got
spirit.
in me.
We've got your back all the way.
They'll make some of this right now. Knock down. Activate skill. Boost gauge.
All according to custom.
Keep riding that wave.
I'm all pressed up. Remain calm. Open wide.
Oh, that's not all I've got in me.
Treasure spotted.
Leave the adjustments to me. Skill set adjusted.
Let's take a look.
Let's do this!
Looks like it's a customer. Yep.
Boost gauge up.
This cutie has.
You want to see what I can really do? There you go.
You certainly grant no pardon, Kevin.
See,
I'm all prepped up.
Oh, that's not all I've got in me.
treasure spotted.
I advise you prepare.
Mark getting over.
Boost.
Oh, that's not all I've got in me.
I'm curious to see what's in that chest myself.
Leave the adjustments to me.
Whole mess of goons. Seal of love. Sorry, goddess rest your souls.
You done good, Kevin.
Seals of love.
Boost gauge up.
Treasure spotted.
Growing and growing.
Ah, seems about right.
I'm that one. Closer to his level.
Mark getting you.
They put up a decent fight.
You kick butt, Swin.
Oh, treasure!
My, what a lovely memory. Oh, that's not all I've got in me.
Wait, what are they doing here?
Let's go. Better than ever.
A fresh start.
What to do?
Some sort of prayer for the people of Kray, perhaps?
Thank you, everyone. I know my musical talents leave much to... I know my musical talent...
It was nothing. I mean, considering we can't even offer flowers.
It was the very least we could do for the victims. If anything, I'm grateful you gave us the chance to witness your tribute.
And I imagine you all feel much the same.
Yeah. I was struggling to think of what kind of prayer to offer on our way over.
If I'm remembering correctly, that was a song by Dominique Lanster, the famed singer of days long past.
That's right. Though it's also occasionally sung as a hymn during Mass.
Yes, a song about a mother passing down her feelings to her daughter, who then inevitably does the same. And though Dominique did indeed bring this song into the wider world with that lovely voice of hers, it was originally a creation of two others. You see, the melody was arranged by the artist and revolutionary Aramis Gainsbourg. And as for the lyrics and composition, they were written by none other than Sheena Dirk, who also happened to teach Dominique the art of chanson in her final years.
What? Sheena Dirk? Like, from the history books?
The woman who helmed the revolution. Also considered to be the founding mother of the Calvard Republic. I'd heard she passed away at the age of 80, which would have been roughly half a century ago.
From the sound of it, the two must have been on awfully good terms, yes?
They were. At the time, Dominique had no family to speak of. She resorted to theft daily in order to get by. It was Sheena who managed to open her heart and lead her down the path of music. However, there was one other who showed Dominique an alternate path forward, which is how she ended up living two separate lives, one of fame and glamour under the spotlight, and the other righting wrongs from the shadows.
The Phantom Thief Grimcat. To think that was how it all began.
Putting that aside for the moment, I think the only people you haven't met here are me and Rufus, yeah? Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Kevin Graham of the Septian Church.
And I am Rufus A. It's a pleasure. Though I imagine, considering our involvement with the Retributive Tower, you must already know who we are.
I do indeed. I'm familiar with everything related to Elysium, from its birth to its rampage, and its eventual erasure. In fact, that very event marked an important turning point. It was the start of a new beginning. I do indeed. I'm familiar with everything related to Elysium, from its birth to its rampage, and its eventual erasure. In fact, that very event marked an important turning point. It was the start of a new beginning, one which has led us to today.
Oh?
You knew? About all of it?
That professor from the Society seemed familiar with the incident too, but...
That's because he's been investigating the source of the Marduk tech that allowed them to break through the astral code.
Tower aside, you had contact with Sheena in her final years too, didn't you? If only because of your associations with people that knew her better.
Correct. You see, my mentor, Professor Claude Epstein, was called upon by the government to construct what would become Trion Tower. And as his assistant, I accompanied him in his venture to do so, as did his daughter, Lilia Epstein. In that sense, you could say we are all responsible for the events that took place half a century ago.
Sheena, could you please talk some sense into this guy? I mean, what kind of loony gives a kid expensive doodads just for doing a few measurements?
A fine gift for all your hard work, I'd say. I think you should accept.
I agree. By the way, the land seems to meet all the requirements for the city plan.
Indeed it does. I'm grateful for all your help, young miss. As for the gift, what you do with it is up to you. But first, perhaps I should teach you how to maintain it.
Hey, Dominique! Can you turn into that super cool cat again?
What did we just...
I know it. These altar cores can manifest.
Visions of the past. Or perhaps we were transported back in time in much the same way you were.
Yes, I believe so.
It's different from the Saint's Eye, then.
In all likelihood, you weren't seeing the memories of this land. You were seeing the past itself.
Exactly. The conversation you just witnessed was one held 57 years ago in the outskirts of the capital. It was the moment when Dominique received her compact, the Phantanox, from Professor Epstein. I was present as the professor's assistant, and Sheena and Lilia were there as well. In any case, you all saw that conversation in real time. A glimpse into the past. It was the moment when Dominique received her compact, the Phantinox, from Professor Epstein. I was present as the professor's assistant, and Sheena and Lilia were there as well. A glimpse into the past, if you will. Granted.
So you did make that device?
Yeah, well, we figured. That's sad. It should be impossible to meddle in the past or the future, shouldn't it? At least if you're going by the principle of causality.
But even so, the impossible has indeed been made possible. Those vestiges included. And all thanks to President Gramhart's plan, no? The one reaching its climax as we speak.
That is correct. The President's space program, Project Leviathan, an indispensable component of the grander scheme. If its objective is not achieved, then the world we know as Zemuria will face its imminent end before abruptly beginning anew. Though if our souls are not lost in that process, then, in a manner of speaking, you might even consider it a boon. However, I imagine it's an outcome many would find undesirable, which is why the President felt he had but one option available to him. Solve the issue by utilizing humanity's strength and willpower. At present, I am merely keeping a watch over his work, and making sure I'm prepared for the end result, whatever that may be. Yes, after all, everything I've done was just a bit of insurance, performing experiments with the replicas that violated the goddess's divine providence, scattering Professor Epstein's geneses all throughout the Republic, knowing full well that his legacy would fall into the hands of the evil that was Almada. And watching on in spite of that. I knew the danger that Dingle was in, and yet I took advantage of his sense of duty. And even after his passing, I continued to make use of him in order to verify the 8th Genesis's abilities, right up until the end.
No, that can't be.
Marielle.
You stood by while Ace was being used and while Lapis was kidnapped.
That's too much. Even I can't forgive you for that.
And I wouldn't expect you to.
And by the way, you wouldn't happen to know how our newest enforcer managed to acquire a replica of his own, would you? Or why a certain set of armor and an intricately designed puppet disappeared from the Ark?
I'm afraid I do not. Though I do know that an old friend of yours has been on the move recently.
I see. You really are quite the villain, aren't you?
Got lots of questions myself. But even so, Kevin, I'm afraid we can't allow you to come a single step closer.
The Professor has provided humanitarian aid across the world. Also, Celeste and I owe her a great deal. As such, we cannot stand by and let you finish your mission.
The same goes for Elsheim. We owe her a great debt for returning greenery to our capital. Though I have my reservations about this alleged device that defies the goddess. That's something we can deliberate on at another time. For now, we'll stop you, Father Kevin.
Swin, Nadia, and the rest of your group. I ask for your leniency.
Wait, what's going on? They're being enhanced by the Alter Core!
Our stigmas as well?
Hey, Professor! We didn't ask for your help.
This is a matter of pride. Please leave this to us.
Much like the originals, it activated on its own judgment in response to the present situation. I believe you all should now be evenly matched, though the outcome matters little to me. 12:40 p.m. The moment is very nearly upon us now. May this all be settled by then, including my final judgment.
How did it come to this?
You've got guts, that's for sure.
We're past the point where we can afford to question right or wrong. We can only press onward.
On my name as the Fifth, I declare that the heretic hunt begins now!
Don't care whose orders you're following. You're not getting through.
I was hoping to avoid a confrontation with you.
Feelings mutual. But you see, I've got a duty to fulfill.
Got this in the bag!
In the name of Oswald.
Give it your best shot!
Got this in the bag!
Doing good!
Go get him, Tiger.
Give it your best shot!
We're doing good!
In the name of Oswald.
Focus unleashed.
I wouldn't dare.
Playtime is over. Sure you don't lag behind.
Through yet.
Go get him, Tiger.
We're doing good!
I think not.
Snap, Richard!
Feels easy, feel. I'll burn out of here! Take this! One more time! Here's a big pep boost!
You messed up. Ready to throw down?
Charged and ready.
We're doing good!
Glowing trench me ready. Here we
No,
go.
if you're willing. Elsheim could always handle questioning the professor on your behalf.
We ask that you withdraw, Father Kevin. Otherwise, we will resort to removing you by force.
Got this in the bag!
Sire, activate!
You brats really okay with this? You know what he's gonna do, right?
That's what we're doing here to find out.
Yeah! We're gonna come to our own conclusion. Don't worry about who's...
Get
Get those boots up, okay? Down you get!
Boost gauge up.
Tip attack.
Must fulfill my duty at all costs.
Boost gauge expanded.
Ignite!
Activate!
There. Tip attack.
There you go!
Now you're in for it.
This is truly a fascinating crowd we have. A shame we couldn't have met at a sauna or banquet.
It's remarkable how much you remind me of a certain other prince.
We can still all go to a banquet together after this fight. Here's a big pep boost! One more time!
Nasty's coming. Look alive.
Green! Here's a big pep boost!
To be frank, I'm a bit insulted she thought we needed help in the White Order.
For certain someone on the other team isn't shy about undertaking. You're really not making this easy for us, are you?
It seems...
If it's a GOC, activate.
Damn it. I can still... Ready to help.
You're formidable.
Time to make up. Here's a lesson they won't forget. Not while I...
Clean my foes!
Think there. Pivot. GOC, activate. Still ain't done. Glowing trench me refuge.
I think not.
Moving ahead.
Charged and ready.
Here's a big pep boost! Here's a big pep boost!
Activating skill.
Gotcha!
I failed.
Go, go, Kevin!
Doing good!
Adios above.
Nation, blow for blow. I won't show any mercy. DOC, activate!
Give it your best shot.
Not done!
Here I go. Actuating. Here I go.
There you go.
Let's close this out. Del aside! Unless it's brilliant.
I'm a long way behind Father yet.
I just keep growing and growing.
Seems about right.
I'm that much closer to his level.
Oh, that's not all I've got in me.
Combined your stigma with the Saint's Eye? How is that even fair?
Curses. We didn't stand a chance, even with the replica's power.
Your Highness, please step back.
No, stop! Wait, Kevin, hold on!
We said we'd only go so far with you. If you're going to shoot first and ask questions later, then we've got plans of our own.
This is why I was against bringing you kids in the first place. Professor LaToya Hamilton. Let's say we put an end to this. Even if you're not doing this for personal gain, that doesn't change the fact that you're still the enemy of Zemuria. A threat that needs to be eliminated. But I'm sure you know that better than anyone.
Indeed I do. Yourself included. Given how you keep finding ways to delay pulling that trigger.
Behind us.
He's strong! Oh my!
They're swordsmen.
My. I wish you wouldn't play around so much, Professor. We may be indefinite beings, but one such as you had best be more cautious.
I didn't expect you three would show up here.
These bastards! They're the ones Arkwright fought! New vestiges. But their aura is on another level.
LaToya! It's starting.
Understood. I'll put up a feed of the launch site.
20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1.
1 p.m. exact. And now we shall see whether the sword can truly destroy the cradle.
We've done well. Our rank
Seat
has
confirmed.
risen.
Oh, nicely done. I'm not gonna say no.
Whoa! Is that Long Life Pubu?
Oh, incredible. It's easy to see why it's one of the 100 wonders of the Republic.
Remember, everyone, we'll only be here for 20 minutes.
We will be returning to Longlai before 7 p.m., so make sure you're ready to go.
Hey! Is the launch happening over this direction?
Yeah, from Zeku's space base, right? Well, I wouldn't say it's close exactly, especially since we're in the foothills now. From here, the shortest route would be the Southeast Mountain Pass.
Then, can you take us there tomorrow?
Me too! I want to see the...
Sorry, folks, but no can do. And seeing as there are... if it's a government lock...
Don't worry, everyone. You'll be able to... I've even seen both of the...
You have?
Tell us!
You sure are a keen businessman.
Gotta say, I'm glad this town's got a good view of the launch. It'll make it easier for us bracers to keep everyone safe.
Right. Everyone in one piece? Hard to believe that little detour cost us the whole day.
It's up to you guys now. Do me a favor. See it through to the end.
If the need arises, you can still contact us through the garden. May the goddess protect you.
And may Arusha guide you. Stay safe, Fee, everyone.
Later, Crow, Reen. You gents and I will have to do lunch and talk movies sometime.
All right, it's a deal. Looking forward to it. You two stay safe till then, you hear?
Right. From the look of it, you're headed to a pretty harsh place. Please be careful, everyone. We'll do what we can to support everyone in the garden, too. Oh, Mint! Please give everyone back at Thor's an update for us. Yep, sure will.
Seems like tomorrow's gonna be a big day for them, too. The Dominions, the Elsheim crew? Almost seems like everyone in that group has their own agenda. Heck, Heiyue, too. Though I guess they're all trying to get ahead of the presidential office. They've got that in common, at least. Yeah. The same could be said of Arkwright and Kevin's groups.
You two? We'd be more than happy to join in on your serious conversation. But in these circumstances, it's really...
Sorry. I wouldn't have been able to carry you in the soldat's hands safely.
It's fine. It was an emergency. Though, now that I think of it, I could have just ridden on Clown Soleus.
Guess we better hurry and let you gals out of here, huh?
Hey! Come on, Crow. At least act a little embarrassed.
We'll be lucky if we're not discovered until morning.
We'll probably be fine. I'm sure the CID and Republican Army have their hands full. Had we flown straight toward the space base, we'd probably have been discovered and captured immediately. Yep, though it doesn't look like there's any surveillance.
I've been feeling on edge since yesterday. Why don't we hurry over to Longlight early so we can take a load off? Probably gonna be pretty packed. You did make the arrangements with them, right? Yeah, but it was so last minute I felt bad for springing it on them out of the blue.
If I recall correctly, you and your family came here for a trip early last year, right? Oh, Reen! Doesn't your family's Phoenix Wings Inn have a connection with the place here in Calvard?
That's right. It's the most famous hot springs inn in Longlai, Heki Zanro. By that night, it had been a day since we'd left Basel aboard Elsheim's airship, the Horvatat. While doing our best to avoid the surveillance of the Republican Army and the CID, we got in touch with our various allies. Because long-distance communications were jammed, we had our contact exchange info with Elsheim, Heiyue, and even a reporter from the Tyrell Times. The time came for us to part ways with Elsheim and the Dominions so that they could fulfill their own role. They were headed to the site of a certain tragedy,
in order to uncover Professor Hamilton's true intentions before judgment was passed on her. For our part, we went to look into the operation we knew as Project Startaker. We made our way to Longlai to get a good view of the space program, which we believed to be related to what Crow and I saw. To the south rose the Ishgal Mountains, which hid the huge basin known as Konlon. That is where the military built their space base, sealed off by Ikaruga for the past 2 years. I was convinced it was there that I would find the land where the heavens turn. They were headed to the site of us. For our part, we made our way to Longlai to get a good view of the space program, which we believed to be related to what Crow and I saw. We made our way to the south rose the Ishgal Mountains, which hid the huge basin known as Konlon. That is where the military built their space base, sealed off by I was convinced it was there that I would find the... I was convinced it...
I've got a message from our teacher. I'll be waiting for you come the promised day, in the land where the heavens turn.
According to my intel, they'll be patrolling the mountain range until noon.
Was that the 2nd Air Force Squadron? Seems they're not the only unit on the lookout.
Yeah, they're calling it a flight exercise so that everyone will stay calm.
But it's pretty obvious they're not just up there for training. We're not the only ones having doubts.
I'd say the fact that people are only having doubts as opposed to outright panic just goes to show how impressive the CID really is. I suppose we can credit their division chief for that. Or perhaps it's Kincaid's skill at work.
No denying that. Though I do wonder why they've left us to our own devices.
Been a while since I've seen your morning ritual, but it's still a sight to behold.
You're right. It looks really intense at first, but halfway through, it becomes more loose and relaxed. I've seen it a few times before.
Actually...
Thinking about your fellow disciple? Or maybe you've sensed a certain someone else?
Yeah, another presence. One I couldn't feel at all last night. Maybe he stopped by to join me in my morning practice.
Man, this porridge is delish. Just what I need to get me going this morning.
You really drank your fill last night, didn't you, Crow? So good! You know, if you dip the fried bread into the soup before you eat it, it'll be full of juicy flavor. These black sides are what you call pidan, right? Century eggs? I'd always wondered how they taste. The rich and bitter flavor is actually quite addictive.
This Danbing, it's like an egg
It's a bit different. You're right about the porridge.
Didn't he come-
You haven't seen him?
That's right. It's just been letters and
Didn't he come to Ymir to train you every year since you were 10?
You haven't seen him in 6 years, right?
That's right. I wasn't even able to meet him during the Civil War or the Battle of Jormungand. It's just been letters and messages. Even if there were several times when Though, I get the feeling he's been watching over me this whole time. My struggles with my ogre power, all the trials I've had to overcome, I have no doubt he's believed in me all along. I guess I'm just...
Rain. Sounds like he's the man who made you who you are today.
He sure is. And soon he'll finally get to see the fruits of all my labor.
The time is nigh.
The 8 leaves must come together as one, and cut a path to the land where the heavens turn. It is after your fateful clash with the Black God that you will find your true blade.
I'm sure he has a goal of his own that he's been working toward in the shadows. Something related to the space program.
Ikaruga, the Jaeger Corps known as the strongest in all of East Zemuria. To think this man was the chieftain of such a group.
It seems that once he passed the clan on to the next generation, he decided to train those in West Zemuria in the way of the Divine Blade. Judging by how your sister disciple turned out, he's not just any old man.
Yeah. I heard he helped Arkwright's group yesterday in Inkerville, but he wasn't just there to help them.
That's all well and good, but let's not forget taking our mechs.
It seems that once he passed the clan on to the next...
I'm sure he has a goal of his own that he's been working toward in the shadows. Something related...
Ikaruga, the Jaeger... To think this...
It seems that once he passed the clan on to the next generation, he decided to train those in West... Judging by how your...
Yeah.
Taking our mechs, that's all well...
We need to somehow traverse them. Plus, we need to find out the true... Plus, we need to find out the true purpose of the Excalibur. Now that we've inadvertently helped... And we need to get to the...
Boy, our to-do list just keeps piling up. Just remember that even if we get to see the launch up close, it doesn't mean it'll give us any answers.
But if Reen's unclouded eye is compelling him, then I think we should go. After all, that's the same thing that eventually led us to facing the other Reen, and finding out the truth in the Retributive Tower. I agree. We should be prepared, though. Things might end up even worse than back then. The fate of Zemuria is at stake. You could say, our world is coming to a crossroads.
Or nothing might end up happening. A spectacular show like this isn't something you want to experience secondhand.
You're right about that.
Always nice to take a load off.
You like what you see? Please come again.
The way to a man's heart is through his stomach. That's what makes me wife material. That was delicious. That was delicious. That was delicious.
All right.
Eos, good stuff with those answers earlier. Gather any and all info
And once the data is compiled,
Well done.
What? Too goody-goody to play hooky?
I'll keep it safe.
goody to play hooky?